Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the module Prepare for Success in the Success course. Today's topics are learning in the brain, magnifying and preparation. In order to learn about success, we have to understand learning. Our brain provides the hardware for learning, and there are two modes of learning. The first mode of learning is when the brain creates new connections, which means new synapses are formed. This happens quite frequently when you are young, and it gets less and less when you are older. At the age of 18 to 20, you will learn about 5% by creating new connections. The second mode of learning is when the brain uses existing connections. At the age of 20, you learn mostly in this way. The following model explains how the brain learns by using existing connections. Connections in the brain are like streets and paths in reality. Some connections are used very often. They are like highways. Other connections are not used that often and correspond to medium and small roads. Finally, rarely used connections correspond to tracks. The connections change with respect to their use. Unused roads get smaller and smaller and maybe they even disappear, while heavily used roads get bigger and bigger. In our context, it means that we already have most of the connections in place. The brain is full of connections. Not all of them are equally important. Some of them are used often and some of them are not. Their use affects their size. Magnifying is found to be a way to change the world. It means to find small things that already work and to make them bigger. Making small things bigger also implies that big things shrink automatically. This is much better than creating out of thin air. Experiments have shown that creating out of nothing is more expensive and less bound to success than magnifying. Magnifying is a natural way of working. In particular, things that are done often tend to repeat themselves. In the context of success, it means to focus on the existing success, thereby increasing it. No wonder that it is called focus. Whatever you focus on is magnified. Small successes tend to be bigger successes if they get appropriate focus. It is very difficult to turn a loser into a winner, which would change some qualities. However, it is a natural thing to turn a small winner into a big winner, which just adjusts quantities. What does that mean for you? Well, you have to analyze the current situation and find the small successes. Make sure you believe in them. It is no use to call a failure to be a success. Instead, it is important to find existing events that really are successes. It turns out that life is full of opportunities. We are not fit for all of them. Some opportunities are too easy and not interesting for us. Others are too hard and therefore not applicable. Some of them are quite right and match our current level of success. Taking them will prepare us for the next challenges. This way, our road to success is to prepare for more and more success. Let us hear Japes, the goat that has really understood this.
Be prepared, be prepared. This lesson must be shared. This lesson must be shared. Be prepared. Be prepared, be prepared. And unless you got a spare, you got one life, so handle it with care.
Success in our course is not a final state to reach after. Instead, it is a state of mind, being prepared for the next bigger event to happen. The affirmation for this week is, I am ready to change. The usual rules for affirmations apply, as you can also find in the course information page. And now the golden habit for the next 2 weeks. Thankfulness is a good way to be more conscious about the things you like and the activities you are good at. By thanking for the events, people and things that you liked, you focus your brain onto them. Consequently, your brain will produce more of that. Reserve a fixed time of the day. For example, just before falling asleep. Go through your day, either mentally or using your calendar or a sheet of paper. and remember the events, people and things that you liked. Today's topics have been: learning happens most often by using existing connections in the brain, which means that you already have everything in your brain that you need for your success. Magnifying is a way to bring about bigger things out of smaller things. The main aim with this success course is to prepare for the big opportunities that will come along. Tune in on our Success channel again next week for the Success Stories. The next teaching session in 2 weeks will explain why money is overrated.